Oof. Hello, everybody. This is Becky here at Aunt Beck's Creations, and I thought I would just pop on and wish everybody a happy Thanksgiving again. I hope everybody didn't hurt themselves too bad eating. Um, we did okay, and I'm kind of leaning toward I would like to just cook for the three of us for Christmas instead of trying to do the big family thing this year. But that may change before, Christmas gets here, but that's my plan for now. I made some roasted root vegetables, which was carrots, sweet potato, and parsnips. And I really liked them. And then I did garlic green beans, which were really nice for a change. Hi, Pam. And the rest of the meal was prepared by my mother-in-law and my sister-in-law. So, yeah, I'm just over the whole trying to do a big family thing. I mean, I don't have any small children. I don't have any grandchildren, and nobody else does either. So it's just a bunch of adults sitting around trying to be polite, kind of, sort of. So I think we'll just do the three of us, and maybe Greg's friend will come for Christmas, and just do a low-key Christmas with a very small ham. And maybe I'll make some rolls. I made Parker House rolls too and took those. Those were very tasty. I'm sorry, something keeps falling in my eyeball. I am going to go ahead and switch rooms so that we can have Scott's desktop will be in here, and both of our recliners will be in here. And the whole reason for doing that is so that we can close the dining room door if either of us is having leg pain, and we can get in our recliners, and our son can still go in and out the kitchen without waking us up with a light. That's the whole reason to do this. So we'll see how tomorrow goes. I twisted my bad knee today, and so now it's hurting. I do fine when I'm sitting, but I can't walk very well. So I don't know how conducive that is going to be to shifting rooms. So we'll see how that goes. And I've been working on more dishcloths, doing I think it's called a coffee bean stitch. And I just start with 26 stitches, and then I do a row of single crochets, and then I go every other one where you insert, you draw up a loop, then you yarn over, and you go back through the same hole, draw up a loop, and then you pull through all three, chain one, and then you would skip a stitch on the first row, and then you just do on the following rows, you'll have a space, and you do the whole, you stick it in, draw up a loop, yarn over, go through, draw up a loop, pull it through, chain one. And that's how I make these. And I've made all of these so far. So I've got another one in that kind of green and yellows. And then I've got 3 in these, in this colorway. And I'm trying to do sets of 3, but this is all the yarn I have left. So there's not enough there for a third one of the yellow, kind of blue-green and yeah, lime green, blue-green. And then I've got 3 that are kind of similar, that I've started some of them different than others, and the reason I like this stitch is it looks the same on both sides, and I like how it crunches up. Another thing I did is I did some in Tunisian crochet, and I really like the texture on those. So I might do some sets of 3 of the Tunisian. Tunisian crochet takes longer than just the bean stitch that I'm doing. So I'm going to wash all of those, and I'll tie a group of 3 of them together, and they'll be a gift option for anybody we see over Christmas. That's how I'm going to do it. And hi, Kathy. Hi, Renee. I hope everybody had a wonderful day today with whatever family you had around you. I heard from my 2 sisters that live close by. They wished me happy Thanksgiving. I'm not reaching out to anybody. I've just reached a point in my life. I'm almost 60 years old. I don't feel like I should have to be the one to chase a family member or two that really don't want any contact with me. So I'm not chasing any kind of relationship. If they want one with me, they have to reach out. I'm just tired. So that's why I am the way I am right now. I'd love to hear from them. I'm not going to be the one to instigate it. And that's just how it is. And I have all of you wonderful people on the internet that love to hang out with me and chit chat and do crafts and art and enjoy life. And that's how I want to be. So, what else can we talk about? I've cleaned up one cart. I've started on the other, and I'm missing a couple stencils in the ether. I don't know where they went. I was trying to put everything back in its pockets, and Callie just fell off the table. I don't know why. But yeah, the remaining kittens that the mother cat from next door have are doing okay. I've actually put a blanket inside a IKEA cooler bag and put it on the front porch under the little table out there. And that way they can get in out of the wind, because I feel bad for the little fellers. They're just little puffballs. And I'm hoping and praying that somebody found the little guy that took a ride inside the truck engine and dropped out there and took off. I hope somebody finds him and gives him or her a good home. And what else is happening? The neighbors across the way, they had a house full, and the neighbors back there, they got a party going with really loud music. I'm hoping everybody will just leave them alone and let them have fun. But I hate to say it, but there's kind of a bunch of tight ASS's around here that will be like, they're having too much fun, I'm calling the police. And it's like, that's just ridiculous. I say let them go until 10 o'clock, and then if you still have a problem with it, go knock on their door and say, hey, can you wrap it up? I'd like to go to sleep. But, but I think it's a holiday. Let them have fun. I don't have any plans. I do want to do a couple more projects out of the Creative Wanderlust. Callie just attacked my crochet hooks. What are you doing? I'm going to have to go move that. I don't want her chewing shards into it. Oh, my knee. Hang on. I'll be back. You don't need to chew on that, little monster. Oh, gosh. And they got one of my little clay figures on the ground. I need to finish those. Those need to be something I do finish. I think what's happened is I twisted my knee, and that little torn flap on the torn meniscus is catching. And that's what's causing me problems. Stupid knee. And then Scott's having problems with his legs. And if it's not one thing, it's six. Let's stick this long one over here. So how was everybody's Thanksgiving? Did you have turkey or ham? Or did you do both? Did you have pumpkin pie, apple pie, cherry pie? What kind of desserts did you have? I was going to make a pumpkin pie, but my sister-in-law, she was talking about all these pies that she made. And so I didn't make any. I just made the Parker House rolls, which those were amazing. And Scott was talking about how good those leftover rolls would be for chipped beef. And Pam says she had turkey, pumpkin pie, pudding pies. Yeah. Renee, when I went for the MRI and they showed me, it's like a pie-shaped wedge, fairly large. and then there's a cut in the side of it, and so there's like a little flap on it that'll roll up, and I think that's what's happened. And I need to have it done, but funds aren't really available for that right now. And I would be out of commission. They said 6 weeks until I went through rehab and all that business. Of course, I guess I could do it. It's just I don't want to spend the money. Don't want to spend it. Maybe when Scott gets hired on, we'll both have our knees and legs fixed. When he gets hired on full time, maybe the insurance will be better. You had turkey and all the trimmings and pumpkin pie. Hi, Barbara, Chicken Pot Pie Society. How are you? And I'm looking over here because that's where you guys are. I guess I could rotate the camera, but then you'd get an angle of all the dirty on that side. You don't need that. Hey, Shannon. You can see the quilt's still on the back of the chair. I haven't had a chance to do any of that cleaning. I might work on that some. Scott's been setting up the printers on his laptop. He's had that laptop a couple years, and he never put the printer things on it. So he was been working on that. You had pumpkin pie, apple pie, pecan pie, strawberry, cranberry pie, pumpkin cheesecake, and German chocolate cheesecake. Oh, just German chocolate cake. I haven't had that in years. But we overate yesterday. We went to the Mexican restaurant, and then we bought Krispy Kreme donuts. And then all night long last night, I was in agony. So I get up, and what do? We have donuts for breakfast because I'm busy cooking side dishes and rolls. And then we had too many rolls. So I have indigestion. The metformin's trying to do its job, making me sick. So tomorrow I'm determined to get back on track and just eat very light, tiny, tiny meals and see if I can get my stomach and blood sugar back down. I haven't even dared to check it yet today. I'm going to check it at bedtime. I'm sure it's going to be like close to 300. I know, 5 pounds on us just because of everything Kathy had. Sorry for the itching. I think I might be tired. But we had a lot of my root vegetable dish and my green beans left over. I left some so my sister-in-law could take them to her husband as leftovers. They would enjoy them. They're the only two that would enjoy them. They have the same kind of taste that Scott and I do. And everybody else just kind of passed those dishes on around without taking any. And I was like, you're not even going to try it? Wow. Oh, well, it is what it is. And let's see. What else is everybody up to? Whoa. All right, cat tag, Zoomy hours. You want to hide through here? She'll pop out down there somewhere. Oh, you went past the opening, baby. Callie. There she is. She's getting in her basket back there. They're going to be very upset when I've moved everything. I might set it up so they have a way to play tag so they could run all the way around my work table. I might set that up just for them. Howard's like, really? You would do that for us? Oh, yeah. I know better than to overeat, but when the food is so good and there's so much of it, it's so hard to behave yourself. But yeah, my gut is killing me too. I waited until I'd had some time to digest it, and then I took a teaspoon of baking soda in some water and stirred it up just to get rid of the gas pain from eating too much. Because I don't have Tums and I don't have Pepto-Bismol in the house. None of that stomach remedy stuff. Of course, I would not have that in the house on the day that we really need it. But at Costco, they only had smoothie or fruit flavored Tums, and I can't stand either one. I'm an old-fashioned girl. I want the mint flavor. That's it. I don't want any of this smoothie sweet. No. Yeah, I think I might just drink water tomorrow and just let my system recover because I keep thinking I'm going to do a 3-day juice fast and just get some like low sugar, like diet lemonade to drink and maybe some orange juice and just have a tiny, like 2 ounces at a time. But if I do Christmas here, I'm going to do an apple pie and a cherry pie because I like cherry. Scott likes apple. And then do a ham. I don't know, ham and probably potato salad. I ought to try to do some low carb dishes instead of going to the traditional, mashed potatoes, gravy, potato salad, macaroni and cheese. All of those are not vegetables and they're very complex carbs. Not complex. What are they? They are full of sugar carbs, put it that way. Oh, I hear Scott moaning and groaning like he's stretching to head this way to say hi. And my son is walking in. Him and Mary have been watching goofy, scary, some kind of weird movies on his TV out in the other room. Yeah, we haven't seen our Barbara chicken pot pie in a while, so it's really glad to see you pop in. And I've tried several times today to get a group chat, video chat going with our regular craft and chat people, but apparently any type of group chat, you can't. I even tried to do a messenger group chat where I just added, everybody that's normally in craft and chat. I tried to put them in individually as a new chat, like I do with my sisters. And when I hit the little camera, it gave me this messages that I was not valid. I was an invalid user for those. I don't know what was going on. It was weird. But we really enjoy our Thursdays getting together because several of us, that's our connection. That's our week, like getting together with a group of other people to have a connection with other humans. I don't understand why Facebook has decided to take away the rooms like they have, but pisses Scott off because he knows how much we enjoy it on Thursdays. Somebody's heating something up, and all I can think of is, really? I tell you what I would like right now is a diet ginger ale. That would be lovely. I bet there's nothing open now.
Howard's being a brute tonight. He's beating everybody up.
Is being mean. Do you want to come sit and say hi? I just decided to come on and wish everybody. There he is.
Hey, love y'all like chicken. Mean it.
You're a goofball. Yeah, we like our ginger ale when our tummy's upset. And I don't think there's anything open. They're saying, hey, Scott.
Hey, everybody.
Love you like chicken. Mean it. You're just a crackhead. Oh, gosh. Well, I need to make a list of everything I need to do the next few days. Scott's off tomorrow. He's taking the day off. So I might put diet ginger ale on this list I've got here. Diet ginger ale. We'll start a new list. And Tums. Mint Tums. There for a while, I was taking the medication they pulled off the shelves. You take it before you have an issue with gas. I can't remember what it was. but they pulled it from the shelves because it was bad. Prilosec. Yep. That's it, Renee. That's it. I was on that every day. I'd take one for every day. But you know what I've decided is I need to quit overeating, because what's making me feel really sick is the metformin trying to do its job. And I just need to listen and stop eating like there's no tomorrow. Cherry 7-Up. I don't know if I've ever tried that. Now, at Sonic, they do a dairy diet cherry limeade. And all that is like cherry juice off maraschino cherries and some Sprite. Did you guys know that? I didn't know that. So it's tasty, but I don't need the sugar from the cherry syrup either. So I don't really know how they figure that out. Oh, ginger ale and cranberry juice is yummy. I love that. I love that. I don't have any type of soda in the house because we don't generally buy sodas ourselves. My mother-in-law, my 96-year-old mother-in-law, she keeps sodas for us. So when we go over on Sunday, we split a Diet Pepsi while we're sitting there. Or if we're really thirsty, we'll each get a Diet Pepsi. But she buys them for us. So I was thinking of a project because of Lena. If you guys haven't seen Miss Lennox tabletop covered in her painting a day, you need to go see it. It's a short video. If I could, I'd pop it in the chat so you guys could go check it out. She's been doing a painting a day along with Kathy Arbor, and Lena's actually selling her pictures on her little I think it's an Etsy shop. No, it's on what's the one that people can buy a membership? It's another platform. I think it starts with a P. Words are so hard in the evening. My brain's wanting to say Pandora, and that's not it. But you guys know what I mean. Kate at the Last Homely House, she does a lot of her stuff over on that other platform, and you have to buy a membership to get access to it. And I think Lena sells her paintings through that. But to see, I think there's 6x6 little flat canvases, the canvas boards, and she's been doing a painting a day. It would cost me as much as the painting to get it here from where she is. So I can't afford to buy one. There's a couple of them that I would love to have, but the shipping cost is prohibitive. So Christmas projects. Is anybody got any Christmas projects planned? I am planning to do some standalone videos of projects of things to make using free patterns that I find on the internet. So what I'll do when I do this, like sew along or crochet along, I will provide a link to the free pattern so that you can work along with me if you want to. Yeah, I've taken a teaspoon of baking soda in some water. If you use baking soda as a aid for your digestion, it says on the box, always make sure it's fully dissolved. And I'm going to tell you what my grandmother used to do. She would take the spoon of baking soda, she'd plop it on her tongue, and then she'd chug water. She never dissolved anything. I don't know how she survived that, but that's just what she did. Now, when I had really bad congestion, Grandma would mix up ginger and cream of tartar in really warm water and dissolve that, and that would cut very thick phlegm. And I love the taste of the ginger. I hadn't thought of that. I could just dissolve some ginger and that would help my tummy too. You like snow-covered animals? Have you seen, now my sisters and I did this a long time ago, back in the 80s. In fact, it was my sister Robin and my Aunt Jane and I. We did these sweatshirts. We bought sweatshirts and we traced off the pattern for the shape of a deer, and you put that on you just kind of pin it on the paper pattern, and then you take that scribble paint and you do dots real close together all the way around the upper edge of the deer. And then as you come out, you make your white dots go farther and farther apart. And then when you done, you pull the paper pattern away and it looks like a deer in the snow. That is a fun project. That could be done even on just like if you wanted to do like a silhouette, you could take a black piece of cardstock and put your shape on there and do the dots even with just your paint brush or a paint pen. I might do that one day. We could do a silhouette card. Maybe do a card front like that. That could be fun. So let me put that on here. Let's do a silhouette card together. Silhouette card. I'm going to make a note, deer in snow. So I'll do that. And then I want to do, there's a Joann project, Joann Fabrics from their website. They have some projects that I want to do. One's a notebook cover. And that'll be a standalone. I'm making a list. If there's anything you guys would like to see me do, I will do that. There's Angie. I'd like to switch the rooms and put me in the den and everything that's in the den in here. So this will be kind of our companies come, and this is where everybody will hang out in this front room. And then my hobby space will be behind the wall. So people don't just walk into the entrance and see all my stuff here. They'll see like an office area, and then we'll have a living area and then the dining room. So that they'll walk into the office section of it, because Scott wants to put his table where my green desk is. The green desk will go on the other side. The half table will go in the other room with one of the sewing machines on it. I pulled the case out for this sewing machine. So this sewing machine cover will go on my Singer, and my dressmaker will go back in its case, and it will just live under the half table along with my machine I call Faye, and then my quilter Star. So I'll have 4 sewing machines and a serger all in there ready to go. And then Scott has 2 sewing machines out in the garage. One's a Singer Super Duper. It looks exactly like Brenda at Conquering Mount Scrapmore with Brenda. It looks just like her sewing machine. It's a workhorse too. Hi, Marty. Happy Thanksgiving. Let me grab this folder over here. I'm just going to wheel it because getting up hurts. Y'all don't need to see my MUSC health bill, do you? Do y'all want to do any crochet together? I don't know how many of you guys crochet. I know Shannon crochets. I could do a crochet along, and we could like get together. Let me show you something I found on Yarn Inspirations. Let's just do a project share while I'm sitting here. And Kathy, you'll like this. Yarn Inspirations has this cute little ornament, and it's made out of the cotton. I keep saying, I need to stop. Stop saying that. The Lily's Sugar and Cream in red and white. And I think I have both. So we could do a mushroom ornament. That might take a little bit of time. And this is something I'm thrilled about, is they give written instructions. And for those of you that like graphs, they have graphs. I can't stand the graphs, so I'm not going to do the graphs. I'm going to do down here crochet alongs. Crochet along. I think it would be fun to make some ornaments. So let's do the mushroom ornament together. And if you don't have the Lilies and Cream cotton, I don't see why you couldn't just use red yarn. Think about what scraps you have. Oh, bye, Barbara. Thank you for stopping in. Let me just skim through here. I could make this. This is a cat that uses that real fat yarn. It uses the Bernay blanket. I have a cat pattern, but then I have this cute teddy bear. And these were from Yarn Inspirations. The cat would work up faster, so I might put the cat on here. I'm going to do the cat. I print off a ton of stuff thinking, oh, I'm going to make that. I'm going to make that. I don't think I need City Hall's information anymore. We can throw that away. What is this? Oh, it's my after visit. My blood pressure that day was 141/69. They measured me. They said I'm 5'5". I've lost 2 inches somewhere. Check out that scarf. The cherry blossom scarf. Another one from Yarn Inspirations. And that one, they said they are using Red Heart, Heart and Soul. And you need 7 balls of the fuchsia and a size F hook. I don't think I'll do that one as a crochet along. This is a sewing pattern that I need to sit down and tape together. Okay, here's the one, the sew along one that I was going to do a video. It's from Quilts and More, though. It's the Cute Keeper, and it's got rooms for pencils or pens and a notebook. You could put a card in there. If you wanted to, you could make it like, you could give it to like a grandma and then put a bunch of handmade cards in it. And then maybe the addresses for some people in the family. Just ideas. So we could, oh, someone's car alarm. I'll do that as a sew along. And then a simple pot holder. We could do that together. Pinwheel pot holder. I'll do that one as a standalone. Oh my goodness gracious. There's a whole row of people out there. I think they're wrapping it up and trying everybody get out. And I'll do this one. Tote with many pockets. So that's 3 things for me to do videos on before Christmas. That's enough. And I'll put the links to these if you want to follow along. And I think that's all I'm going to do out of this folder. I'll set those aside to actually do. Oh, empty folder here. Come on, guys. Somebody go turn that car off. All right. So the notebook cover, the pinwheel pot holder, and the tote with many pockets, I'm going to do those as standalone videos. And the crochet alongs will be for that cat and the mushroom ornament. So that'll keep us busy for a while. Hi, Christy. And I'll put the links for all of those patterns. I'll go ahead and put them in the description box of this video. So you'll have those. So when I pop up with a video or I come live, you will already have the opportunity to have your supplies ready and the correct size hook and all that kind of stuff. And tomorrow, when I'm more awake, I will work up a calendar and try to let you know when I'm going to do these, okay? So I'll come up tomorrow. I'll just put on here number 4, make a schedule. And that way you guys will know when the videos are coming out and or when I'm going live to do the 2 lives in crochet. All right. And they finally got that alarm turned off, thank goodness. I'm sorry she didn't get invited. Families are odd sometimes. Let's see. Let me see what I missed when I was running my mouth. It was so good to see everybody tonight popping in. And if you love crochet, pop in on Shannon on Fridays. She does Fridays at 3 o'clock. I will private message you that link, Kathy. I'll also put it in the description box. I'll go through and find these and pop them in before I sign completely off the internet. Howard, get out of those kitchen cabinets. You'll get to see him Zoom with me being back there. In the den, it's right next to the kitchen. And so you'll hear people coming and going out of the kitchen. It's, woo! Howard's playing. Oh, 2 mermaids' tails. Those are so cute. I've seen the mermaids' tails that are made as for babies. What do they call those pods? You can make different size pods, but I've seen them made for babies. Those are so cute. They'll love those. Yeah, Christy, because you're back to work, right? So you're probably at work during the day when Shannon's and everybody's on. Well, I didn't hear from my family except my sisters that live close to me. So families are weird. And not all families look alike either. You just have to go the best you can with those that want to be a part of your life. Oh, bummer, Marty. So you've got all that food. Well, hopefully they'll show up for leftovers when they feel better. I hope he gets to feeling better. My sister won a turkey. She's a runner, my youngest sister, and she won a turkey for somebody because I guess they already had a turkey. her husband is a chef. So they probably already had it. Yeah, it'll be a very mermaid Christmas. Hi, Teresa. No, it's not Teresa. It's Tessa McCune. Welcome. Not all families are close. And my relationship with my family's a little bit more odd because I wasn't raised in that family unit. I was raised by my grandmother, and the rest of my siblings were with my mother. So I have a very huge distance of trying to connect and feel those feels. Does that make sense? It's not that I don't love them and care for them. It's just I don't feel the same connection that most all of you do with your parents. So it's just how it is. I need to get together with my sisters that live near me. Robin was telling me today that we need to get together. And she participated in another one of the huge kiln firings where she had to sit with the kiln all night long. And I'm anxious to see. It takes up to a week for that thing to cool down completely. And then they go and they open it up and they pull everybody's pieces out. But, and then they have to completely clean it out and prepare it for the next firing and clean the shelves up where things could have exploded and that kind of thing. It's always exciting. I would love to go and just hang out and not really participate in it because I wouldn't know what I was doing, but I would love to just hang out with her one evening at one of those kiln firings so I could do a video for you guys. I might bring that up to her when I see her to let me know, and I'll ride with her and just hang out with her and her husband, and we'll just chit chat the night away while they're trying to maintain the temperature in the kiln. Oh, what part of South Carolina are they, Marty? I'm right by Columbia now. I'm going to turn the front light on for the neighbors so they can see where they're walking. Hang on. Always get the wrong light switch to begin with. That'll help them see to get along around a little better. Well, that was a nice surprise, and that gave you someone to feed that food to, too. Gilbert. Oh, that's not far from me. We were actually in Gilbert just a few days ago on Monday. We ended up in Gilbert. That's where I took that picture of when we got lost. Scott made one wrong turn, and then we were both like, I have no idea where we are. So we were actually drove back into Gilbert. Yeah, the whole traditional feeling of excitement over the holidays is so decreased now that there are no small children involved in our lives. Here comes Howard. Broom, broom, broom. Howard, what you doing? Howard, what you doing? Don't you be mean to her. Don't you be mean. Huh? Don't be mean. It's wonder Daddy hasn't told you you've got an imp inside you tonight. Why are you being so mean to everybody? Huh? You want to get up there. Okay. You just gonna walk through? Oh, that's great. Yep. I understand the whole everything's just another day kind of. Yeah. I did enjoy preparing some dishes to kind of help with the meal. Howard, what are you doing? Is Peg here? Hi, Peg. Happy Thanksgiving. This is just a chit chat session. Nothing fantastic or magical happening. I have hung up some art that I will share when I get my room completely switched around over the next few days, hoping I wake up in the morning and my knee has instantly fixed itself. That's happened before. But I'll definitely do a little, I might do a short of those canvases. I did those probably over 10 years because I think it was before I started working at Michael's, and I worked there 5 years. Yeah, it's been about 10 years or more, where I had a little contest challenge type thing where everybody sent me a little 4x4 square-ish size thing. And then I made 2 canvases and I mounted those squares on it. And they've been living in the hall closet. And the other day I took Greg's Navy pictures down, which I'll hang back up in here when I move my thread and stuff to the other room. And I just said, I'm going to hang those up in there. So they're already hanging up in there. The only regret I have about that project is I did not put who made which one on the back of the canvas. I wish I'd written right behind each one on the back of the canvas who made what, because the little squares are glued to the canvases that I created. So now I don't know. I might can go back on my channel and figure out who made what, if I can figure out when I did that. I'm not sure how I would do a search for that. And we talked about Christmas with Scott's sister today, and we're going to forego the whole retail purchasing of it. She said she's made a few handmade items, and she said, I'm sure you have too. And I was like, yeah, I'm making some handmade items because I have the supplies, I have the time. I don't want to be out shopping in the crazy traffic. I told Scott, I said, I'm good after our Monday adventure. I'm good with just staying home until the new year. I've got plenty to keep me busy here. I'm going to see how this room looks like when it's switched. I'd like to put the Christmas tree in the center of this humongous window. This window is a 36, I think, or 36. And then this wide sections are probably about 4 foot wide. So, that's a lot of window. But I was thinking I'd like the Christmas tree right here. And I think I can manage that. I do too. I prefer handmade stuff, especially, if it's somebody's taken the time to make it in the colors I like, or, they've listened to me and they've come up with something that fills a need. I like usefulness. I like basically useful, pretty, memorable would be my way of thinking about it. Hi, Sandy. Welcome. That sounds like a lovely dinner. And well done for them to do their very first Thanksgiving. Okay, Peg, thanks for stopping in. My kitchen, the dishwasher's humming away in there, real quiet like. This dishwasher is amazing. It's so quiet compared to our old dishwasher. Scott said he has to really listen to see that it's on. It has, when it's on, it shoots a red light at the floor. So you know that it's on. The red light stays on the whole time it's actually working. And then when it's done, it plays a little song. Have you seen the little reel or short or clip of the girl? Her mom says, okay, tell the people what you want to learn. And she says, I want to learn crocheting. You want to learn what? Crocheting, with thread and you use the thing. It's crocheting. Children are wonderful. Bye, Christy. Thank you for coming by. Thank you for coming by. And our other very favorite reel is a little girl's crying her heart out at the table. And her brother said, did you get a nap today? And she goes, no. He said, you needed one. And when we're having a bad day, we'll ask each other, did you get a nap? You needed one. Well, I saw Beth was on doing a roll a reindeer. And I popped in there and said hi. And then I said, well, I'm going to pop in and just tell everybody happy Thanksgiving and see what everybody munched on and not stay on too long, brainstorm a little bit so I have an idea of what to do for December. I just died when that little, you needed one. I have days when I feel like I need a nap and when everything's just overwhelming. Howard's climbing the basket that I redid. He's asleep now on the dining room table. These 3 cats, I will say this, are the most spoiled cats we've ever had because none of our previous cats were allowed on the table, the counter, none of that. These cats, they walk on the counter. I just clean up after them. When I go in the kitchen to cook, I just go ahead and clean the counters again because I know they've already been up there walking around. I take a nap if I've done like excessive yard work, but if it's just a regular day and I'm just slightly sleepy, I push through because if I take a nap, then I can't sleep at night. And it's real important that Scott gets to sleep at night. And if I'm up, prowling, that kind of disturbs his sleep. So I try to only take a nap when I've done a lot of stuff, like move a room. But I'm kind of hoping to do that tomorrow. We'll see how my leg is doing. All right, guys. Thanks for helping me come up with a plan for some things to get done. We will do another creative wanderlust project. I think we have a couple more pages to do because I said I'd do 5 with you guys. And we've only done, 3? So I need to do something with that page. So there's one of the pages that I had, put stuff on. That's the one that we just did. And I tried to wet it and go again, and I about rubbed my eye out. So I just said, just stop. And this is the one we just did, the flowers. I told Scott, I said, this is an imaginary plant. And these are supposed to be some kind of red flower. I don't know. But I really like how this one turned out. I did not put a word or saying on it. You don't have to do that on every page in an art journal if you don't want to. Oh, we got to do something here. So I think we do have 2 pages because the last one we did was in the back here with this lady. And I think I'm going to put some Daddy Vans on these so they don't stick together. Just rub it on there. So we'll do a page in this on Wednesday. And depending on how long that takes, I might do the silhouette card, doing a deer or something on a card to make a card. See how long that takes me? That might be what I do for our Christmas card this year. So, anywho, I'm going to say goodnight. I'll put the links on. After I sign off here, I'll just go in and put these links in here for these projects here, including the mushroom. But Kathy, I'll send the mushroom to you directly as well. All right, so have a great night, everybody. And if you're going out in the madness tomorrow to shop, be careful, be safe, have fun. I'll see you guys in the next one.